everyone, my name is Leah and I am currently going into my senior year of college at the University of Connecticut. Some fun facts about myself are that I am the proud mama of an adorable little lionhead bunny named Mufasa. He's the love of my life. I am also a die-hard Josh Groban fan, and it's really sad because usually when I tell somebody I love Josh Groban, I hear back, "Who's Josh Groban?" And it really breaks my heart. And although I could spend this time talking to you about how much I love Josh Groban and how you should all give him a chance, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I really want to take this opportunity to share with you all my own personal experience with mental health, and more specifically, how I struggled with depression, self-injury, and suicide, all from a very early age. I also want to talk to you about how I got help and where I am today. So like I said, this stuff really started when I was pretty young. And as early as 8 years old, I remember feeling the symptoms of depression before I ever had a name for it. I just remember feeling sad all the time. And every time I was able to smile or laugh or have a genuine moment of happiness, it was always overshadowed by this feeling of darkness that just festered inside of me. I once had a friend say to me, "Leah, when I'm sad, I just take a nap." And I realized that she didn't really get it, because feeling depressed or having the blues or feeling down is so much different than having depression. Because with clinical depression comes feelings of extreme sadness, worthlessness, and hopelessness that can last weeks, months, or even years. And it can really interfere with your daily functioning, like being able to get up and take a shower or go to class or have healthy relationships with people. The good news is that most people who are diagnosed with depression are able to get help with treatment and get better, and I'm a testimony to that. So we all have ways to cope with our stress. Some of us play sports, or I should say some of you play sports. Others, like myself, maybe knit, or call up a friend to talk, or write down what you're feeling in a journal. For a long time, though, I coped in a very different way. And my method of coping was through self-injury. So some people self-injure in order to feel alive. They feel so numb on the inside that feeling pain is better than feeling nothing. And this wasn't how it was for me. In fact, I was the opposite. I would become so overwhelmed by feelings and emotions that I felt the only way I could get control of it was by self-injuring. By numbing myself and disconnecting from what I was feeling, I was able to have relief in the moment. But ultimately, that relief wouldn't last because I wasn't dealing with the real issues. I was just burying them deeper and deeper and deeper. So a large part of my healing and recovery was learning healthier coping mechanisms while figuring out what was really going on inside. There's a sad statistic that 1,100 college students die by suicide each year across the U.S. And it makes it the second leading cause of death among college students alone. I was actually almost one of those 1,100 students, because my sophomore year of college, I made a very serious attempt to end my life. And I am grateful, so grateful, to be alive and to share my story with you in hopes that something I say today will make a difference in your life or the life of somebody you know because you were here to hear this message. So how did I get help with all of this? I had bounced from therapist to therapist throughout my entire life, and I finally found one in college that really fit me and my needs. Because not every therapist is going to benefit every person. Just like you can't be friends with every other person on this planet, even no matter how hard you try, because we all have different personalities. But the most important thing I realized was that I needed to take charge and be proactive in my treatment. Therapy was only going to help me if I put into it what I wanted to get out of it. So even though I was seeing a therapist I really liked, I wasn't feeling better because I wasn't trying. So I started trying, and I started acknowledging that my life had worth and that I deserved the best shot at happiness that I could possibly give myself. So today, I consider myself happy, but it wasn't a miracle, and it's taken a lot of effort. I now have an awareness of what my triggers are, and I'm able to keep 10 steps ahead of myself so that if I'm going into a situation that might be triggering, I can come prepared and armed with a set of new healthy coping mechanisms to deal with it. So I may call up a friend and say, Hey, I'm about to go to this presentation on suicide, and I think I may need to talk to somebody about it afterwards. Would you mind going with me? This isn't to say that I don't have bad days. We all do. Mental health is something that everybody has and everybody struggles with from time to time, whether you have a mental health disorder or not. So I want you to take with you this message. There is hope and there is help. You don't have to go it alone, so don't ever be afraid or ashamed to reach out. Your life matters. It matters to me, and it matters to the people sitting next to you. So don't ever give up, and thank you so much for being here to listen to my story.